I know she did have cancer.
Now, let me just tell you this. Where did you see this going? That you were just never going to report and everybody would forget about it?
I mean, I don't really get in trouble. I stay to myself, out there.
No, I mean, you do because you have a drug case that's pending.
Right.
But the only thing you've done is disappear and pick up a new case. She's been missing for years. When's the last time you reported?
Today we're in Judge Boyd's courtroom, and we've got a defendant who's ready to break out the full sprinkler system of tears like she trained for it. She's sniffling, wiping her face, and hoping the judge suddenly forgets the last 4 years she spent dodging court like it was optional homework. But when you disappear for almost half a decade, the courthouse does not send you a "We miss you" postcard, they send you a warrant with your name on it. And now she's scrambling for sympathy as if a little mascara running down her cheeks is going to erase the mess she created. Judge Boyd is already looking at her like, "Ma'am, please don't insult my intelligence today." So the stage is set for one of the most awkward performances we've seen in a while, a defendant acting shocked that her actions have consequences. Do you think those tears will save her or sink her faster? Let's go ahead and dive in.
Zenaida
Luis Ray, can I have parties announced?
Rick Pena for the state of Texas.
Leland McCray on behalf of Miss Zenaida. Is it Ray, the last name?
Yes.
Yes, I thought I was pronouncing it. It's Miss Zenaida Ray.
And are you Miss Ray?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the documents entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision and First Amendment Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Did you understand it?
Yes.
Are you the same Zenaida Luis Ray who was placed on deferred adjudication for the offense of injury to a child bodily injury by omission on October 20th, 2021 for a period of 10 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Yes, Your Honor, off of state's original motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision, a violation of condition number 4. In Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Zenaida Luis Ray, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of October 2022, February, March, June, July, November, and December 2023, and violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Not true, Your Honor.
State.
On state's first amended motion to adjudicate.
I'm sorry, I missed her response. What was that?
True.
Okay, thank you.
Next, on the first amended motion to adjudicate, violation condition number 4. In Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Zenaida Luis Ray, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December 2024 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Now, true or not true?
True.
Finally, Your Honor, violation condition number 4. In Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Zenaida Luis Ray, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, and September 2025, and violation condition number 4.
How do you plead to that?
True, Your Honor.
State will waive the remaining violations on the original and the amended motion to adjudicate, Your Honor.
Any objection?
None.
All right, did you understand by pleading true to 4, 4, and 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, revoke, and sentence you up to 10 years in the prison?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true
Yes,
to violation of condition 4, 4, and 4?
yes, Your Honor.
Court will find 4, 4, and 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is not, Your Honor. Both sides are going to open to the court with our recommendations.
All right, state, what are you requesting?
We are requesting that Your Honor revoke her probation, adjudicate her guilty, enter the affirmative finding of family violence, and sentence her to 10 years TDC.
All right, defense, what are you requesting?
Your Honor, we're asking for her to be reinstated on probation with inpatient treatment. She tested positive a couple times for marijuana, but at the moment, she's gotten some stable housing and a job from what I'm being told. I know she did not report, and the court takes that very seriously. I've spoken to her about it, but I think her life is just kind of all over the place still a little bit. Not stable housing, not steady employment. But I think her relationship with her mother has got a lot stronger, so she has more support now. And I would just ask for a chance to be reinstated. But again, would ask for some type of inpatient treatment.
All right, any objection to the court reviewing the court summary?
None.
State would also ask that you take judicial notice of the court's file.
All right, any objection to the court taking judicial notice of the court's file?
None.
This defendant caused bodily injury to a minor, a literal child, and she's sitting here acting like she just misplaced someone's lunch money. She beat up a kid who couldn't defend themselves, and somehow she thinks she still deserves a pat on the back and another chance. And her attorney asking for continued probation? Absolutely not. Honestly, I don't think she should have even gotten probation in the first place. If you're a full-grown adult putting your hands on a minor, you should be headed straight for jail, not home with homework assignments. And now she's missed at least 3 years worth of supervised visits with her probation officer, and she has the audacity to show up acting confused why the state wants the full 10 years. The absolute delusion. She has no remorse, and you can see it on her face, blank, cold, like she's annoyed to even be here. She's not sorry for hurting that child, she's sorry she finally got caught. All she wants is to get out of this courtroom and pretend none of this happened. I genuinely hope Judge Boyd hits the higher end today, because people who disappear for years while on probation don't magically get better on their own. And honestly, how did it take more than 3 whole years for her to finally show up? 1 month of ghosting should have been enough to bring her back in cuffs, especially with charges this serious.
All right, on here it says, new case must be resolved before transfer to treatment facility. What is this new case?
It's a drug.
It's a manufactured delivery, small amount. My understanding, and maybe I've spoken more than one prosecutor, that upon the court's resolution of this, they were going to ask for that to be TIC.
That is correct, Your Honor. Once this is resolved, we'll take this case.
What is the alleged offense?
Mark?
Yeah, the alleged offense is a manufacturing delivery of a controlled substance, PG 14200. There is a co-defendant, however, in the way the drugs are found, there's only 1 bag attributable to this co-defendant. So I think once lab results do come in, which we haven't received, I do believe it will be a lesser degree.
All right, thank you. All right, anything you want to say? You want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, what would you like to say?
Your Honor, I just wanted to say if I would be able to get another chance to turn my life around. My grandma did. I know she did have cancer.
No,
I mean,
let me just tell you this. Your grandmother, did she just
no.
when did she develop cancer?
It's already been 6 months. She's been going through treatment, and
So what have you been doing?
I mean, I've been working. I have a house out there. I speak with my mom. I got closer to my family.
But why can't you report?
I was in an abusive relationship from Maricosa, and when I was popping dirty for marijuana, I got scared, and I mean, I lost faith, I lost hope, and I just took off. And
So let me just tell you, I am not the one. Let me see. According to this, the order placing you on probation, that was Judge Herr. So is this the first motion to revoke?
yes, Judge.
All right. I don't think you're a good candidate for probation. I mean, what have you done other than not report and pick up a new charge?
I mean, I was doing my classes, Your Honor.
Did you?
They kicked me out of bid. I was going to the one on Piper Lane.
Mhm.
It was twice in there. I was reporting it. I was using CBD because of my seizures, and I did get my insurance to get back on Keppra. So I've been getting Keppra to control my seizures, and I haven't been using marijuana since.
But I mean, you haven't done anything. That's the problem. And you've been on probation, according to this, since 2021.
Yeah, I thought, like I said, I thought I just had a warrant, and I just stayed. I mean, I don't really get in trouble. I stay to myself, out there.
No, I mean, you do because you have a drug case that's pending. But where are your children? Were your rights terminated?
I don't know what happened with them, Your Honor.
All right. So for you not to know what happened to your children, because this is an injury to a child case involving your children,
They weren't my children, Your Honor. It was through CPS. CPS told me to grab their things for a whole week, and I've lost communication. They do, contact me through Facebook, the oldest one, and the dad still talks to me. They still try to reach out to me.
So you're saying these were not your children?
They were not my children. I have no idea where they're at. I mean, through Facebook, they do still try to communicate with me, but I stay away because that was one of the conditions to stay away from the dad and the children.
Mhm.
So,
Your Honor, just really quickly there, the recommendation from probation was for cognitive track with ISF and then follow up with inpatient, which I certainly think she could appreciate, would benefit from.
I mean, I understand that, but sometimes I don't agree with what probation is recommending.
Let the fake waterworks roll because these tears are not saving her at this point. Every word out of her mouth sounds like it was rehearsed in the car 15 minutes before court. She should have left those tears at home because I'm not buying it, you're not buying it, and Judge Boyd definitely isn't buying it. It always amazes me when someone breaks probation and then comes back crying about wanting another chance. Like, girl, probation was your second chance. You already proved you can't handle freedom with simple rules attached. Don't show up in court begging for a bonus life like this is Mario Kart. You ran out of your power-ups years ago. And the cherry on top, she picked up another drug case while on probation and still thinks leniency is on the menu. This woman cannot make one good decision, yet she believes she deserves more mercy. What she needs isn't sympathy, it's structure, supervision, and a reality check. And prison is about to give her all three.
She's been missing for a long time. And the only thing that she's done, and I'm not taking the drug case as true, I don't know any facts of that, but the only thing you've done is disappear and pick up a new case. I just don't think she is a good candidate for probation.
Well,
And I'm not considering the other violations that are alleged in the motion because they were waived, but she's been missing for years. When's the last time you reported?
when I was in Atacosa,
And when was that? What year?
Your Honor, I don't even remember the year when I got out of Atacosa when I came back to San Antonio with my family. Like I said, I was in an abusive relationship and I came over here and I thought I had a warrant, and apparently not. I didn't have a warrant from Atacosa, and I lost faith and hope, and I just stayed away. And that was the wrong thing to do. I should have just contacted my probation officer to see if I could transfer him to San Antonio.
So she's been missing for years. The
And
year
Judge,
of 2022, 2023, and 2024, and 2025.
Judge, I just wanted to bring up just really, really quickly to the court's attention. I'm just, from what I've seen over time, is that a lot of times people come into the system because of a case. They have a lot of other issues with their life, right? And they're not well positioned to take on the responsibility of probation, even though they fully understand the consequences of not doing so. And I think that's where we kind of find ourselves at now, where she's in a better spot, both financially and with her job and with her family. I think to maybe grab onto probation and I guess maybe take it in the right direction to be able to fulfill its obligations more precisely and consistently, which I think she has not done. And I know the court's picked on, she's done nothing. But again, she was put into probation. I think asked for a level of accountability. I think she needs some more support at that time. I know the court makes itself available for those things. But she, I think, just has some particular needs that needed to be addressed in that work. And I just asked the court to take that into consideration in fashioning a sentence. Again, we're asking for cognitive track and inpatient treatment.
And how old are you?
I'm 30.
All right. So here's the thing. It's not as though you're 17, right?
Right.
And how did you get arrested? Did you turn yourself in?
No, ma'am.
You were arrested and arrested when and for what?
I was with one of my friends. Well, we went to the store and we got pulled over, and she didn't want to take accountability for her drugs. So they charged us both for the same charge.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's out and I'm in here. And I mean, now I knew I had to come and take care of what I have to take care of.
But see, this is what I want you to internalize. But for the fact that you were pulled over and arrested, you still be out there doing whatever you're doing, not reporting for probation. Where did you see this going? That you were just never going to report and everybody would forget about it?
No, ma'am.
Then what were you expecting to happen?
I knew I was going to get caught, and I know I had to come and do it. I had to do it. Yes, ma'am.
All right. So you were expecting someone to catch you. You were not planning on turning yourself in.
No, I was going to turn myself in.
When?
The whole thing. Well, like I said, Your Honor, my grandma has cancer. So my grandma's like my mom that raised me. And I mean, I was out there helping my grandma stay with my grandma.
I don't think you're a good candidate. You've been on probation since 2021. The only reason why you're here before me today is because you got pulled over. Otherwise, we never would have seen you. So I just don't think you're a good candidate. And I'm going to grant the motion. And I'll note for, the state did not want you to have deferred adjudication. You were given deferred adjudication to try to get your life together.
Yeah.
The court is going to grant the motion. The court will find you guilty. And then you know what else? Where you're saying people reached out to you and you reached out to them. You're not supposed to have any contact with any of these children.
Right. And I didn't, Your Honor.
And then we have there's an issue with Roosevelt, you pull it, and things that were taken in consideration. So the court is going to find you guilty. State is asking for 10 years defense. What are you requesting?
Your Honor, I believe the minimum is 2, so we would ask for a 3 to 4 year sentence. I don't think her priors are that bad. And, the state has already acknowledged that this new case is, and the court hasn't heard it is true, but I think I appreciate the candor at least saying, hey, it's a minimum amount of drugs. We're going to reduce the charge if it was to go forward, and they're willing to TIC it.
The court is going to, as previously stated, find 4, and 4 true. Find you guilty, revoke. There's to be no residing in any household with minors. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. There is to be no contact with Roosevelt, the letter U, pull it, Nishan, Nishan, Kami, Kami, Bhumika, Bhumika. And probation was the $100 ever paid to the Family Violence Center?
Judge, I did not show that it was.
All right, there's an affirmative finding of family violence, and there is $100 restitution to an approved Family Violence Center. And the court will sentence you to 6 years in the prison. Did you review the trial court certification of defendants' rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates in the allegation in the motion, not the fact that you are on deferred adjudication. Because this is an affirmative finding of family violence, and because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And I'll request the therapeutic community counsel. All right. Good luck to you.
And that's with all back time, Judge?
Yes, she'll receive credit for any time served.
Thankfully, Judge Boyd saw right past the tears, the shaky voice, and that sudden emotional meltdown she tried to perform. Judge Boyd is usually sharp at spotting defendants who are pretending to be remorseful, and today was no exception. And honestly, after disappearing for 4 years, not checking in once, and picking up more trouble along the way, she was lucky the state didn't get the full 10 years they wanted. The disrespect to the court alone was wild. She knew what she was supposed to do, she chose not to do it, and then she walked in here acting like she was waiting for someone to come lovingly scoop her up and guide her back to jail. She knows she wasn't going to turn herself in, and she knows she isn't really sorry. That's why her whole story fell apart the moment the judge started asking questions. Now she's got 6 years to sit with herself and think about every decision that led her here. Do you think 6 years was too harsh or too lenient for someone who vanished for nearly half a decade? Let me know in the comments. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch